What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? So the first thing I want to do is I definitely want to thank a good buddy of mine, Pontiac 717 on YouTube. He sent me some really cool stuff from a company called Badass Beard. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, Badass Beard Inc. located in California. He sent me some beard oil, which is awesome. Some good old beard balm, which I'm always a fan of beard balm. And this is new. Looks like some beard wash, some shampoo for my beard, which is cool. Comes with a cool little bag, a sticker, all these other cards. And if you guys are interested in sending me any type of beard products, I really love getting beard products in the mail and shouting out beard companies and doing mail time stuff. I know a lot of people don't do that anymore, but I want to kind of revive mail time again. You can do it at, obviously, DFR, P.O. Box 562, Ephrata, PA 17522. It's in the description, first link all the time. Go check it out if you do want to send me something. But we're going to dive right in to this story that I have to tell you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel like usual. I've been trying to actually make this this video for a couple days now, and it seems like every time I try to record it in my truck or in my Honda or in my car or whatever, I'm getting a lot of static. It's not very audible. The sound quality is junk. So I decided to just make the video in the shop real quick here, and this is just going to be a real quick little 10-minute video, nothing crazy. But when I was on my trip up in Massachusetts doing the generator hauling, which obviously you've seen those previous videos, I have a little scary story I want to tell you of what happened. So when the tire burnt down, or not the tire, but the brake drum caught on fire on the trailer in that one video, the first video I made, I was sitting on the side of the road for a couple hours until an individual with a truck and trailer came to assess the situation and see if there's anything that could be done to get us to the next destination. So once that was all figured out, we moseyed on down the highway slowly and tried to get this trailer up to this mountain road. And when I say mountain road, we're talking mountain road, guys. We're not talking flatland. We're talking fucking up hills like this, turns and all kinds of shit. It was crazy. I felt like I was going up a hill for hours and hours and hours. It was nuts. It was Route 23. If anybody knows Route 23 in off the turnpike, off the I-90 turnpike in Massachusetts, there's a big mountain there. You'll probably know what the hell I'm talking about, and you'll be like, yeah, Andy, that hill, that mountain's crazy. So at the very top of that mountain is the tower that this generator needed to go to. And once we got up there with his truck, we actually took his truck and my trailer, hooked it up, and we took his truck up there. Once we get up there, it was snowed in, the road was snowed in, a little dirt road going up to the tower, and we went and like took his truck, and he rammed right into that thing. I mean, he was like, boom, and he had a 6-inch lift, big tires, wheels, cool freaking brand new Duramax, fucking bam, 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 floating all over the snow, trying to get this 10,000-pound trailer up this hill, this incline like this. I kid you not, an incline like this. Covered in snow, though. This was covered in snow. So we can't get it in. We can't get it in. He keeps backing up. He's trying to fucking go. Backing up, trying to go. Just ain't happening. So the next step is he needs to go up. He needs to check to see if the tower has power before he, we really decide to try to get this generator up there. So he gets out of the truck, has it running, lights are on. I see him walk off in the distance. Now, mind you, this is complete black darkness. Trees everywhere. It's like woodland area. It's on the top of a mountain way up in the sky. We're almost talking to God. It was kind of crazy. And he walks away, and I see him disappear, literally disappear in the darkness. A couple minutes later, he comes back and he opens the door. He's like, man, he's like, he can't see if the tower is operating. But he's like, there's some freaky shit going on in this mountain. He's like, it's like Blair Witch shit up in here. He's like, I'm walking. And he says, as I'm crunching the snow, crunch, 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 right? And he stops. He's telling me he can hear something else walking, something else crunching snow, other than him. And I was in the truck, so it definitely wasn't me. And there was like a house off to the right that was obviously nobody was in there because there was no electricity in that house. And this is in the middle of the woods, like I said. So there's nobody around to see what was going on. Plus it was pitch black dark, so he couldn't see anything anyways. So he called dispatch, said, hey, dispatch, I'm trying to get my ass up this hill. It ain't happening. Blah, blah, blah. What should I do? Dispatch was like, well, see if you can do your best. We'll go from there. So he gets out, walks back up to double check things to see if he can get to the tower, because the tower is a little bit away, so he didn't go up all the way the first time. So the second time he went a little bit further with a flashlight and stuff. And comes back and he confirms again. He's like, man, he's like, this mountain is scary. He's like, something's up here. He's like, I don't know what's going on. And I thought maybe me being the new guy, hey, maybe he's just trying to freak me out. Maybe he's just trying to, I'm the new guy on the job. He's like, you know what, man? He's like, let's scare this dude up on this dark mountain and make him think twice, whatever. And I was kind of like a little restless. I was like, this is kind of weird. This is kind of awkward. So, but I didn't believe it. I didn't catch on to it, So then what basically happens was, he went up again, he came back and he told me, he's like, yeah, things are freaky up here. He's like, I'm not liking this. I'm not feeling it. It's just not feeling good to me, And I was like, nah, I understand. Whatever, dude, whatever. So he shuts the lights off on his truck, shuts his truck off. We're sitting on this mountain. I mean, truck's like on an angle like this with a 9,000-pound trailer barely off the road, kind of like this. And he stands outside the truck, closes the doors, everything goes silent. Now, have you ever guys been in like really pitch black darkness, like where it takes you a good 20 to 30 seconds for your eyes to adjust? That's how dark it was up on this mountain, guys, in Massachusetts. It was that dark. It took literally almost 30 seconds for my mind and my eyes to adjust to see what the hell was going on. And I could barely see him. I could see some of the trees, but that was about it. So he's outside, everything's quiet, nothing's moving, and I'm inside the truck sitting. And then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, I get this awkward, eerie feeling of the truck and the trailer floating backwards with me in it. And the first thing I'm thinking is, yo, what the freak is going on here? Should I jump out of this truck? Is it going to go into the road and jackknife? And this is a mountain road, so there's really nobody in there. But honestly, if it would have went out on the road, it would have continued floating down the road, obviously. But it felt like, to be honest with you, it kind of felt like you were on water. You were floating backwards on water, like if you're in a pool or in an ocean and you feel the wave kind of taking you. That's what it kind of felt like. It didn't feel like it was sliding on snow. It felt like it was sliding on water. It was a very uncomfortable, very eerie feeling that I got up on this mountain. So then, I'm looking out the driver's side window of his truck. I'm sitting there, I'm looking out the driver's side of his truck, and I see the trees like kind of moving a little bit, and I'm like, whoa. And I'm getting this just really sickening feeling in my gut of like, is this damn truck really floating away? Like, why isn't he not looking at this truck floating away? I end up looking at the passenger side, I look down the snow, it looks like it's fucking moving. I'm freaking out at this point. I'm like, whoa. My mind is telling me the truck's parked, it's not going anywhere, but my body feels like it's moving backwards. It's literally the freakiest thing that I've ever felt in my entire life. The freakiest thing that I've ever felt in my entire life. And it took me a while to make this video because I didn't know really how to make it, because this is the first time I've ever experienced something as crazy as this, to be honest. So at this point, I know the truck's not moving, but I feel like the truck's moving. I'm getting this eerie feeling the truck's moving, but it's not. I know it's not, because it's just not. I'm looking down at the dash to try to focus and try to get my bearings back in order, and stuff, because, to be honest with you, I was freaking out a little bit. I got scared. I got worried that we were in some trouble, you know what I mean? And we're up there by ourselves. Nobody else is up on this mountain except for him and I. We're alone. Nobody else is there. So if something were to happen seriously, like, we would have been in some trouble, you know what I mean? To be honest, it would probably been a while before somebody, got to us. So, after a few minutes of him standing outside, I calmed down. My bearings are back in order again. And he opens up the door and the lights come on the truck. And I'm like, I look right at him. I kid you not, I look right at this guy. And I'm like, dude, and I only known this guy for a few hours. I shit you not. I never met him before in my life. I only met him a few hours ago and he helped me out and that was it. He opens the door and I look at him and I'm like, yo, you're not going to freaking believe what I just encountered, what I just felt. And I explained to him exactly what I just explained to you guys here in the video. And he looked at me and he's like, we're getting the hell off this mountain. He's like, this is way too freaky. He's like, I'm feeling shit. You're feeling shit. We can't even get up this hill. Let's go. So he ends up getting back in the truck, starts her up, backs the trailer and the truck, out of this little hill area there. And we go down to the gas station and he fills up on gas and we're discussing and talking about the experience and stuff. But yeah, guys, it was a really, needless to say, it was a really freaky experience, guys. And I don't know what caused it. I don't know why it was happening. I don't know if it was just maybe better of us getting to each other, maybe, or myself, or maybe this is the best of me getting to myself. I don't know. But I know what I felt and I know what I experienced, and it was the craziest thing I've ever felt in my life. Like, it was nuts. But there you go, guys. That's my spooky, I guess, scary story for Massachusetts, up in Massachusetts. If anybody lives up in that area and knows what I'm talking about, the area I'm talking about, maybe they can chime in the comments below and maybe verify or tell me I'm a fucking asshole. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Facebook is also Diablo Formula Racing. Deuces, guys.